Hello again. I guess today what I want to talk about is a little bit about some of the other things that go along with PCOS, other than the weight gain and some of the more familiar symptoms that we all know about. We all know about the weight gain. We all know about the facial hair and things like that, the insulin resistance. I guess one of the major things that I want to talk about, like what I deal with, is depression, which is also a symptom of PCOS. On top of living with the day-to-day pressures of just life in general, you then have to deal with depression that comes along with PCOS. No woman wants to have this syndrome. I mean, it's sending you on a roller coaster ride, basically. You can go from being happy to being sad, because your hormones are basically all jumbled up, for lack of a better word. It's hard to explain sometimes to people how you feel because sometimes they just don't understand. Like for example, one day I could be having a really good day, and towards the end of that evening could go to having a really bad evening. And my husband is like, well, what's going on? And it's like, nothing, I don't want to talk about it. And it's just the aggravation, I would say. For me it's aggravation of a long time. Why do I have to have this syndrome? Or why me? But then recently, and I have blogged about it on PCOS Challenge, I blogged about it, expressing my feelings. Why not me? It's people in life that have much more worse things going on in their life than PCOS. So why should I be exempt from having any problems in my life? This is something that I can deal with. This is something that I can live with. Had I known about it earlier, I probably would have been able to start hormone therapy a little sooner and, eating healthy a little sooner. But like I had said in previous recordings, that I never thought that I would gain weight because I was naturally thin all my life, most of my life, up until like late teens, early 20s, and didn't really start packing on the weight. So depression is a real thing. Currently I am on depression medications for a mix of things. One, as I stated earlier, dealing with the death of my father, and with the PCOS, which both probably hit me around the same time, approximately 11 years ago. So it's definitely a real thing. Some days, if it wasn't for my little boy, I don't think I would want to get up in the morning. Just today, I weighed in today and lost another pound, another 3 inches, and still I wasn't happy with that, because it's like I work out just as hard and do just as many things as women that's my age that are healthy and don't have PCOS, and they lose good weight, and still I'm on this pound, 2 pound type thing. So it's definitely a lot of frustration with that. You're depressed because it's harder to conceive for us sometimes. Some of us conceive with no problem. I know someone who had 3 children before she decided to conceive again and realized that she just couldn't because of the PCOS. So we all suffer from it, but we suffer from it differently. Maybe some of you don't have the problems with depression, and maybe you never will, but for those of us that do have the problem with depression, it's like, what's going on? For me, sometimes I feel less than, because, well, my husband may say, well, we already have a son, it would be nice to have a daughter in the house. It's like, that's like a shot to heart is like, you just can't do it. So yeah, so for me, I have chosen, if I'm going to have children, it's going to be naturally, no medication involved, because I've been through the Clomid, I've been through the shots, the IUIs, and it's so invasive. So I just don't want to do it again. That was very depressing for me. I ovulated great off of Clomid, and nothing ever happened with that. So it's like, I just didn't even want to, I don't even want to do it at this point anymore. That caused a lot of my depression. So now I'm happy with it. I'm blessed. I got a beautiful little boy, nice home. I'm on a healthy track. So, and even with all of that, I still have my days where I'm just depressed. And sometimes there's simply just no explanation even for the reason why I'm depressed. It's just that I am depressed. But again, that's something that I learned to cope with. I learned to live with. For me, prayer helps. I do silent prayer, meditation, and sometimes it's just simply relaxing, having that me time, time just for myself, whether it's reading, relaxing, sometimes it's working out, or sometimes it's just being alone. Or for me, writing is very therapeutic. So I write a lot. I'm an avid writer and reader, so sometimes that's very therapeutic for me as well. But I have heard a lot of women that were just recently diagnosed with the PCOS, and they seem very distraught about it. And if I can, I would just like to encourage you and tell you that this is something that you can live with. You can manage it. You can. You will have your bad days, but you can live with it. It's very possible. For those of you that want to have children and feel as though you're tired of the Clomid and things like that, look at adoption as a resource. There's a lot of children out here who just don't have parents to love them, and to me, having a child don't make you a parent. Raising and loving a child makes you a parent. So just because you didn't carry the little baby for 9 months don't mean you're any less of a mother than anybody else. So maybe you might want to look at that option. But if you don't have treatment for depression, it can get worse. I know when I went off the depression medications and things like that, I had really bad panic attacks. So I would encourage any of you that if you're feeling depressed and feeling sad and it's not normal, that you're not getting over it in a day or two, to seek out some help. I hope this bit was a little bit of help for you, and I'll see you at the next vlog. Thanks for watching.